Today we are going to learn about this big thing right here. What is that big thing that you see in the sky? That is the sun. We're going to talk about the sun today. But before I get started, what you're going to need for this lesson is you're going to need this worksheet here. It's a sizes and space one, and then this little piece as well. Okay? All right, so what is the sun? The sun is that big ball in the sky, right? That big orange ball in the sky. And the sun is a big giant star because it's a big giant ball of hot gases. And is it here on Earth or is it out in the solar system, in space? The sun is out in space, right? As you can tell here, it's in space. At what time, when do we see the sun? Do we see it at nighttime or daytime? Right? We see the sun during the daytime. And what does the sun do? Think about it. What do you think the sun does for us? Well, it gives us light during the day, right? So we can see. So it gives us light. It keeps us warm. So, right, it keeps us warm here on Earth. And if we didn't have the sun, we wouldn't be able to survive on Earth because we depend on it to help plants grow, right? Remember, plants need the sun to grow. And without plants growing, we wouldn't survive because we need plants for food. Us and animals need plants for food, right? So I'm going to read a story about the sun, and then we're going to do a little activity first, okay? So it's called Sun, 1 in a billion. So there's our awesome sun right there. Take the jacket off. 1 in a billion, and there's my Mr. Sun right there. Says, once upon a time, about 4.6 billion years ago, a magnificent and important star was born. And that magnificent and important star was me, your sun, with a capital S. So sun starts with the letter S. Sun. Yep, I'm a star. Star is a massive and luminous ball of gas full of energy. An outstandingly talented and popular performer, I fit both definitions. So it's a big, big star. The Milky Way has over 100 billion stars. That makes me 1 in a billion, or 1 in 100 billion. So that's me. You can't even see him there, the sun. Says, I'm not the biggest, so what? I'm not the brightest, who cares? Or the oldest, whatever. But I'm the most important, at least to you earthlings. So he's the most important star to us here on Earth. Can you hang out for 8 minutes? That's how long it takes my light to reach the Earth. Yep, I give you heat and light. You're welcome. I'm so important that earthlings should name a special day in my honor. We can call it Sun, oh wait, because we already have a Sunday, don't we? But it's not named after the sun. I'm famous for my heat and light, but I also hold our entire solar system together. Scientists call it gravity. What can I say? The planets are attracted to me. So the sun right here is the center of our solar system, and the solar system is all the planets, right, that are in our solar system. We have 8 planets in our solar system. We used to have 9. And because I'm the center of our solar system, life revolves around me. So all the planets, they orbit around the Earth. So that means here, or not the Earth, the sun. So here's the sun, and say this is a planet, and they orbit. That means they go around the sun. They circle the sun. They orbit the sun. Those other stars are far, far away from Earth, which makes them look teeny tiny and not so important. I'm close, a mere 93 million miles from Earth. To an Earthling, I look like this. But to Neptunians, I'm 2,795 million miles away, and I look like this tiny little dot. So here's Earth, and that's how we see the sun. Here's Neptune, which is the furthest planet from us, and that's what the sun looks like to the Neptunians. It says there's no known life on Neptune. Technically, I'm a yellow dwarf star, but I'm still a big, big deal. If I were the size of a basketball, Earth would be smaller than a grain of sand. You could fit about 1 million Earths inside of me. So that's how big the sun is. It's super, super, super big. But you can't fill me with Earths because I'm hot stuff. So he's hot like a summer day when it's 90 degrees, or a pizza oven. Think of an oven really hot, or the orange yellow flames in a campfire. So very, very hot. The sun is very, very hot. You wouldn't be able to touch it. And it says about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface. I can melt diamonds. So very, very, very hot. It says me at my center, 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's super duper hot. I'm not only important, I'm generous and good looking. I give you sunrises when it comes up and sunsets when it goes down. There's the northern lights that you can see, or the southern lights. It says sit back and enjoy the show. Sometimes I like to be mysterious and sneak away for a few minutes. The solar eclipse. But don't worry, I'm just behind the moon. So sometimes some points in the year, there's solar eclipses, and that's when the moon goes right in front of the sun. So when you're outside, it will still be light outside, but you'll see the moon in front of the sun. When I'm astronomically bigger than the moon is astronomically closer to Earth. My neighbor stars have fancy names. Meet Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri A, and Alpha Centauri B. But me, I just need 3 letters. Give me an S, give me a U, give me an N. What does that spell? Sun. Sun, sun, he's our star. Light and heat from afar. Please note that's a capital S. I am important. So he's a big deal. Not to hog the spotlight, but I've still got it. I'm the same hot, bright star I've always been. So grab your shades. I plan to be in the biz for another 6 billion years. You and me, we've got a bright future, right? Because the sun never goes away. He's always there for us during the day. Ooh, that rhymes. So the sun is a big, big deal. So the sun is a big ball, giant ball of gases, which makes it a big star. And remember, it's the center of our solar system, and the solar system is the sun and all the planets in it, and the planets orbit the sun. Remember, it circles around the sun. They all circle around it. So in the solar system, the biggest thing in our solar system is the sun. So I told you to look at, you have your worksheet, and now I have my sizes in space. So look, here's the sun. That's the biggest on the paper, right? The sun is the biggest. And then next we have, the next biggest would be Earth, right? So Earth, and then the smallest is the moon. So we have big, medium, small. So the sun is the biggest, Earth is the medium-sized planet, and then the moon. So on your paper, we have, the first thing it says is, oops, the sun is large. So you're gonna cut your pieces out, and you're gonna find the sun, because the sun is the largest, and you're gonna glue the sun here. I already colored mine, so it's there. And it says, the blank is medium. So what's the next biggest size, right? We have the Earth. The Earth is medium. And then the moon is small, right? Our moon was the smallest. So let's do a quick sorting game, aside from our worksheet. I'm gonna hold one up, and you're gonna tell me if it's small, medium, or large. So here are my rocket ships, right? So we have I gotta put the sticky tacky on, I'm sorry. Small, oops. Medium, and large, right? So look how they get bigger as I go. I'm gonna do small first. We have small, medium, and large. See how they get bigger? So from smallest, medium, large, they get bigger. Let me do the earths now. We'll do earth. Now earth is only one size, but in our little sorting game, they're different sizes to show you how they go. Now I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go from large to small. So here's my large earth, my medium, and then my small one. All right, now I have some astronauts. Let's see the astronauts from small, medium, and large, or even tallest to shortest. Let's see. We have, let's go from small to large. So here's our shortest. So we have short, still medium, and then look how tall he is. He's really tall. He's even touching my bottom. All right, and then my last one, we have some aliens, some ETs, extraterrestrials, aliens. They live out in space. He's a friendly alien. We're gonna go from shortest to tallest. So short, still medium, but he's shorter than the other astronaut, and then tall. So small, medium, large. These are your sizes in space. So you can do your worksheet here, and then I'm gonna post another one of the sizes in sizes in space, little sorting activity that you can do at home. All right, so remember, the sun is the biggest thing in our solar system. It's a big giant ball of hot gases, which is a star, so it's a big star. It is the center of our solar system, and all the planets orbit around it. And without the sun, we wouldn't be able to survive, because remember, it gives us light, it gives energy to plants, it makes the earth not too hot and not too cold, so it keeps us warm. And without it, we couldn't survive, because remember, we learned about plants, and plants need the sun to survive, to grow, and we and animals need plants for food. All right, so remember the sun. The sun is a big giant star, okay? And it's the biggest thing in our solar system. And next we'll talk about some stars. What's a star? And then we're gonna talk about the moon, because the opposite of the sun during the day is the moon at night. All right,